Yo, what's up, guys? So I just want to share some quick thoughts real quick on some understandings that I've been coming into. These are just my current understandings and just a quick thought. So I've really been coming into my own authenticity a lot with that technique I keep talking about that I made, where like I just literally click and drag my frequency out and like expand it, and like I like put it in my field like a bubble. It helps me feel my field, like just literally slowly opening my hand after clicking and dragging from inside out. It really helps me feel my field. So I've really been exploring my authenticity a lot, and I've been using that to kind of like clear my timelines and like energetically just bring in timelines that I want, like abundance, uh having this YouTube channel do good, helping the algorithm get it to who it needs to get to, stepping into just a more self-care version of myself, all of that. And also escaping parasitic beings, because I was dealing with a lot of spiritual attacks. But I kind of got cocky to the point where I was able to like shield myself to the point where I was immune to them. And I tried like calling them back in, so to speak. Like I intentionally kind of invited them in my field because I was immune. And I just wanted to understand them, and something I kind of started to realize is like, because I was such in my authenticity, I was actually able to feel the dark side of my authenticity for the first time, because I'm already kind of new to being in my authentic energy. And so I want to just make this video that my theory and my knowing, like my personal gnosis, is that your highest self, like your true source aligned authentic self, isn't a set way either. It can be molded and it can be changed. And so just because you're in your authenticity and you could explore your dark side and do something that feels really freaking good, because let me just say this: when you're in your authenticity, like your true authenticity, and you're in your true darkness of that, like say you do something bad that goes against your normal light authentic morals, it's gonna feel really good still. Like regardless of if you do something good or bad or light or dark, in your true authenticity, it's gonna feel really good, because being authentic is like the source energy of all. So what I'm trying to say is, just because it would feel good and just because it's in your authenticity doesn't automatically mean that you should do it, and it doesn't mean that it's good. That's just my personal advice. I'm a morals guy. I believe in morals, and I believe that you shouldn't do that, because you might end up like those beings. You might end up like a villain, and what I'm trying to say is, the reason I'm making this video is I believe that there's a choice. Like, if like those beings that are parasitic beings and they feed on people in the astrals, I'm learning that they're not disconnected from source like they say. That's a manipulation. They are very much aligned with their authenticity. They're very much aligned with their source energy. They just choose to mold that into something darker for fun, whether it's out of boredom, sadism, who knows their reasons? I don't know. But it's a choice. Or so I believe. So, I mean, think about it. They can do all this crazy stuff. They can be in the astrals. They can do all these crazy abilities. So it makes sense that they're aligned with their source energy, right? So what I'm trying to say is, like, just because it's source energy doesn't mean that it's set. That's what makes it source energy, if it's infinite. And so what I'm trying to say is, like, your true authentic self can still evolve, it can grow, and it can change. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't explore your dark side. You should, but I'm saying don't get carried away. Or this is just my recommendation, like, don't cross a certain line And from my experience exploring my own, I could tell that it was just a trap from those parasitic hive mind beings, because what starts to happen is you start to become addicted to the feelings of those dark highs, and you start to slowly lose yourself. But even if you don't lose yourself, like even if you can stay in that, it's still a dangerous game, because you're changing your true source authenticity, and you may become a monster. So that's just my thoughts, though. Of course, do what you will. You know, I respect your guys' sovereignty and journeys, but it's just my 2 cents on it. But yeah, much love, guys. Blessings. Take care. See you guys in the next one.